it's just you.
Whenever it's a rainy day, when your eyes get wet and it looks like the trouble is here to stay, boy, you would like to run away. You try to be kind of optimistic, but your heart gets cold. You can take your faults away.
I like black people. Really, I do. Black people are great. They're funny, they're talented, they're polite, they're freaking smart. What's not to like?
Well.
Okay, I'll be straight here. I'm Asian, right? And oftentimes, Asians like to hang out with other Asians. We like to stick to our own boring fucking selves. And for us, African Americans, there is nobody farther away from our culture than them. Asians are quiet and subdued. African Americans are loud and speak their minds. We can't sing for shit. African Americans fucking trounce us on karaoke night. We crack the lamest jokes, and African Americans can get you rolling on the floor in no time.
Connie's in a wheelchair now. Why is Connie in a wheelchair? It's a long story. She got hit by a car. Okay, first of all, you just told the story. It wasn't that long at all.
Hence, I have a lot of respect for the African American community. Probably more than my own race. They're completely different from me, but who the fuck cares? I admire their zest for life, their directness, and their sense of pride in themselves. I've always admired it. I grew up on The Cosby Show. I wanted to be like Rudy when I was 5.
There'll be a lot of big people there and you could get bumped around.
I don't care.
You could fall on the freezing cold ice and catch pneumonia.
I don't care.
Your ankles aren't strong enough. They're going to swell up and you won't be able to walk for a week.
I don't care.
But at the same time, they can be the loudest, shallowest, vainest, most ego-driven people to ever walk the earth.
She said, yeah, you need to get married at the mall. I said, look, you need to crawl for your bar. Come and meet me in the bathroom style and show me why you deserve to have it all.
God fucking damn it, Kanye. But even though I hate that lyric, I've still listened to Niggas in Paris at least 50 times. So sue me.
You know how many hot bitches I own?
Well, fuck it. I might as well face it. I know barely jack squat about the African American community. The only exposure I got was through movies, music, sitcoms, the occasional social encounters, and that's it. My family has no close African American friends. I have no close African American friends. Except for one. He's awesome. That's why when some people asked me to review the Boondocks, I was like, why the fuck me? I am the very last person who would know anything about the Boondocks. I have never watched the show ever. I didn't even like the comic strip. I took a course on James Baldwin in college. I hated it. My first exposure to the Boondocks was when I was about 11 or 12, when my Sunday paper ran the comic for a while. Of course, I was too young to appreciate it at the time because I was too young to know what the fuck satire was yet. Oh, fucking long paragraph speech balloon. I'm sticking to Garfield. It wasn't until recently that I realized that this wordy, boring-ass comic strip was adapted into a cartoon series about black people. Oh, so that's what the Boondocks was about. Not just about some moody Afro kid who always speaks in long-ass adult sentences.
Excuse me, everyone, I have a brief announcement to make. Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Thank you for your time and good night.
That can't be true!
It wasn't until just recently that I started watching the Boondocks. And now I finally know what the show is about. It's about this African American family and their struggles dealing with... Oh, wait. Let me say it like this. For those of you who don't know about the Boondocks, it's about this family called the Freemans, a proud African American family who all represent the different ideals of African American individuals. The passionate radical, misguided young gun, and the older but not necessarily wiser adult, with his skewed morals due to his episodes of shallowness and selfishness. The Freemans live in a predominantly white neighborhood, therefore, their lifestyle is seen as dysfunctional. Most of them possess exclusively white idealisms, including the African Americans themselves. Throughout the course of the series, the Freemans witness or face their own battles relating to the ludicrousness of the once respectable African American community, as the show implies that the creator, Aaron McGruder, is angered by what the black community and perhaps the US itself has become. Stop! Okay, so that's basically what the Boondocks is about. And Mr. Magruder obviously has some love for anime. I mean, these characters look like they're from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Ready to duel and shit. You can practically hear the stupid life points thingy. Yeah, I was never really into anime. Pretty to look at, yes, but it kinda ends there for me. Besides, anime creeps me out because anime people can be so freaking obsessive. So when I saw the Boondocks animation style, I was readily prepared to be skeptical.
We don't use the N-word in this house.
Granddad, you said the word nigga 46 times yesterday. I counted.
Nigga, hush.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that animated black people look semi-attractive for a change. Being how fucking attractive animation has made them look before. Ugh. Chances are Aaron McGruder wanted to separate himself from the crude, fat-lipped animation and go for something a little more honorable, if you will, and much less embarrassing. And the type of world he's created for these characters is a rich suburban one, but with all these whiteys around, they do look considerably out of place.
Riley, what? White people have pools.
This town is called... Whitecrest? No, Woodcrest. Most of the people are generally well off and don't really have to worry about racial and political issues because they have little to no culture. That's where the Freemans come in, who are striving to keep their culture alive, but at the same time, we see that there are so many things wrong with the black culture.
Word, you know what I mean? You know that reading shit, you know what I mean? It's hard, son. Word, you know what I mean? Word, you know what I mean? Especially when them books be, you know what I mean?
At least, we see it through the eyes of Huey Freeman, a kid who has a very deep understanding of racial and political issues. He's proud to be an African American, but he also knows that they can be incredibly stupid.
Soul Food is a movie about a big, humongous black grandmother. Big Mama demonstrates her love by feeding herself and her offspring enormous amounts of pig lard. Then, she dies of a heart attack. And what does the family do after she dies? They get together for a Sunday dinner and eat the same food that just killed Big Mama. The same food!
He's always about sharing the harsh truth with people. Therefore, he's constantly ignored and dismissed by everybody.
They wouldn't listen to me. They never listen to me.
His younger brother Riley is basically the very opposite. He is into all the things the trendy black culture has to offer. Being gangsta is all that matters to this boy, no matter what it means.
These are gangsta-licious shorts for thugs. See, they got an extra flap with a pocket. What's wrong?
Their granddad, Robert Freeman, is nurturing, but his actions can be corrupt at times. His main goal in life is to get rich and get laid. And he'll do whatever he can to do it. To no avail. This guy will believe whatever you tell him, being that he's not very quick on the uptake.
There's one thing I can't stand, it's lying.
You ain't got to lie. I'll lie. Just play along.
They gonna fix my transmission?
Makes sense. This guy looks just like the father from Friday. Hey.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Oh, fuck me. It is the father from Friday. The rest of the regular characters have their own little quirks that are explored only to a certain degree. We've got their cowardly neighbor Tom, who's deathly afraid of being anally raped in prison, his adorably innocent daughter Jasmine, Ed Wunsler, the crooked white businessman, 2 international criminals who are never convicted because they're white, and of course, Uncle Ruckus, an ugly bigot who believes himself to be white even though he's as black as a fucking hockey puck.
You quit playing with that white man water, boy! And you, turn off that goddamn jungle noise!
What? You get the idea, right? This show is about being black or being white, or being black but trying to be white, or being white but trying to be black. Good lord, this show sure makes me feel like I'm out of the loop because I'm neither. One of the reasons I watched it anyway. I fucking love satire. The Boondocks showed me that it knows what satire is and how to portray it in a way that still respects itself and its characters.
What's up, world? I'm Sway, and this is my inexplicable head wrap.
And I'm a sucker for anything badass. The theme for the Boondocks couldn't be anything other than Soul by Asheru. This theme just pumps me up. Not only the lyrics, but that booming piano alone sounds like it's making a statement.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that lets you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won.
I'm a soldier. I'm a fighter for what I believe in. Any fucking questions? No doubt, this is a badass show. Guns, fighting, that. Yeah. Maybe it's not that badass. There's a lot of kind of precious moments in this show as well, like this whole episode revolving around Jasmine's lemonade stand. But the badass moments somehow always feel welcome. Not sure why, they just do. Maybe just the animation style calls for it so badly because, duh, it's manga. We expect action when we watch manga. It doesn't matter if they're wearing schoolgirl uniforms.
I have to get into that studio, even if it means going through you.
Man, you come straight out of a comic strip.
Where the fuck did they learn how to fight like Asians when they're fucking black? Never explained. But probably the one important aspect of the show is its deep message and what it stands for. And I entered the Boondocks with a terrible dread that this is going to be the type of show that puts blacks on pedestal and whites on the bottom. Oh! Black people good! White people bad! Hulk smash! The Boondocks is not about praising black people and putting other races down for hating on them. Instead, it deeply criticizes both sides. White people suck, but black people suck too. In fact, everybody's in the wrong here. They're stupid enough to twist the issue of racism to get R. Kelly out scotch-free, even though he peed on an underage girl. Also, the issue of the word
Nigga. Hush.
is highly explored. But instead of reiterating how derogatory and demeaning the word is to African Americans, the Boondocks bravely questions what every non-black person is wondering. If they hate it when we use the word nigga with them, then why do they still use it with each other?
Now, I think it's wrong for anybody to use the word nigga at any time. Excuse me, hold on. Hey, Jesse, what's happening, my nigga?
In The Return of the King, Martin Luther King Jr. himself comes back, and instead of praising his own people, he criticizes them.
Black entertainment television.
is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Aaron Magruder didn't create the Boondocks to pretentiously uphold his own race. He created it primarily to judge his own. Wow, that's something. The other reason, I love this family. The Freemans made it all worth it for me, namely Huey Freeman. I like Riley and Granddad a lot too, since Granddad's judgment is laughably wrong, and Riley's attempts to be a rebel are cute, I guess. I love the complexity of Huey, who very much might be the best character I've seen in a long time. Because as much as he despises what many of his friends and family members believe, he is still avidly protective of them and even saves their fucking asses at some point. But do they appreciate him? No. Even though life obviously sucks for this kid, he appears to have chosen to bear the cross of the underground hero who doesn't say much and gets little to no credit for what he does. For that reason, watching the Boondocks can be a torturous experience for me rather than an enjoyable one. Because I love Huey so damn much that I can't stand to see him get emotionally tortured like this. One of the hardest episodes to watch was when Huey goes on this 10-day hunger strike and everybody just keeps eating shit in front of him.
Do you have any idea how hungry I am?
Fucking breaks my heart when he says that. All I can say is I sincerely hope that there's some deliverance in this kid's future, in the form of some Nobel Peace Prize or some one-way ticket to some place where he can never be hurt again. Until then, I guess he'll bravely serve as the sole protector of his brother, Granddad, and whatever ungrateful dumbass who comes his way. That is, until he can get a ride.
'Cause I couldn't get a ride.
A lot of shows, especially Adult Swim shows, start out a little slow and then pick up over time. But the Boondocks freaking came out of the gate swinging. The first season of the Boondocks was one of the strongest first seasons I have ever seen. It took this sort of Peanuts-esque approach with the melancholy piano music and Charlie Brown references.
Do I look like Charlie Brown?
No.
Do I look like Charlie Brown?
Samuel L. Jackson himself even made a cameo and reprised his fucking role.
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English in what?
What?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
The season ended beautifully, with a very powerful religious moment.
I never prayed before. I don't even know who I'm praying to.
I fucking loved that episode. In the second season, however, it became Black South Park. Many new characters and cameos, which seemed kinda out of its element, but still tons of biting satire and ironies to hold it up. Third season was fairly weak, with the exception of one very strong statement with Pause, a controversial episode which parodied Tyler Perry.
Try this line. Boondocks, you are a strong, intelligent black woman.
Boondocks.
Wait. Something's off. Lotion! Okay, Robert. Again.
Boondocks.
That's it! Breathtaking.
Pause is probably my second favorite episode, next to The Passion of Uncle Ruckus. The Tyler Perry-ish character they created was a fucking riot. Everything he did, everything he said, and the way he said it just killed me.
This isn't working. I cannot work like this anymore. I've worked with Jesus. Damn it, shit fuck. Let us pray. Jesus, holy Jesus, help us with this scene.
By the fourth season... What? I don't have to say anything else. Oh, do you really want to know? You want to go there? You want to fucking go there? Fine.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues.
Yes, I know, the intro's the same. But that's about it. The characters are no longer complex. They're all just kind of there. The storyline seems stale and careless. Humor's almost non-existent. There. That's the fourth season for you. What the fuck happened, Aaron? You finally hired somebody else to write your shit for you? Oh, damn. Yes, turns out Mr. Magruder left his own show in the 4th season and let some other dipshits have their way with it. Well, that's understandable, I guess, because the show was already heading in a different direction than what he intended. I mean, the 3rd season included a fairly forgettable episode about Granddad getting addicted to marijuana. As for me, I'm finally putting a life of controversy and troublemaking behind me with an upcoming Adult Swim show, Black Jesus. Black Jesus' mission is to spread the message of goodness and love through smooth talking and weed.
Did you just curse me?
No, not me. God.
You're such a ass looking like a big ass sack of potatoes.
I go away all that time and come back to this? Everybody I know and love is running around acting like some idiots right now. Bang, 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 bang. That's some dumbass man.
Wow, this is just fucking sad. If this show didn't credit Aaron Magruder at all, it could have fooled me. I can't even tell that Aaron Magruder had some involvement in this. His heart is not into it whatsoever. No, it's completely gone. It's almost as if when he left the Boondocks, his heart flew away somewhere, and even he doesn't know where it is. This has no passion, no drive, nothing standing behind it. It's a sad, empty shell of a show. This is obviously somebody else's creation, and he's just riding on it, because that's the only thing you can do when somebody takes your baby away. What the fuck, man? Why does this happen to people? Did any of these actors have his back at all? Couldn't they have just said, "No, I'm not doing this show without the creator, keep your damn money"? The happy ending is that the Boondocks ended after the 4th season, and Black Jesus ended after its 2nd. Good riddance. But no solid word on what Mr. Magruder is doing now. Is the Boondocks funny? Yes. Is it the type of show you want to watch to forget all the bullshit of your life? Not really. In fact, it's the type of show that delves into the bullshit of life in general. I don't know why some people say that this is such a fucking funny show, because for the most part, I don't think it's trying to be that funny. On the surface, it can be funny, but on a deeper level, this is actually a pretty damn serious and depressing show. I mean, Granddad Robert Freeman almost considers abandoning his grandsons just for fame and fortune. Funny that he has to kiss a dude to achieve that, but not funny that Huey and Riley have to watch their granddad choose fame and fortune over them. In fact, that's fucked up. So would I watch this show to get some laughs? Absolutely not. Instead, I would watch it for the sake of our main characters, who I like very much. The familial bond they share is truly endearing and at times painfully realistic. Oftentimes, love involves dealing with each other's selfishness, and as fucked up as their judgment might be, they're still your own flesh and blood, and that can't be replaced. I appreciate the Boondocks for enlightening me on the aspects of Black culture that I didn't understand or really think about before. Watching the show gave me a whole new perspective on the political and social level. We do live in a fucked up country, folks, but that doesn't mean we have to act fucked up too. Aaron Magruder knew that he had a message for the world, and he delivered it shamelessly in the only 2 ways he knew how. Too bad some people got the wrong frickin' idea and turned it to shit. But it's a solid reminder that that's what being a vigilante is all about. Not everyone will get what you stand for, but the small percentage who do will keep that message to themselves and use it in ways much bigger than you. I respect where the Boondocks come from because it undoubtedly came from a very special place. And it wasn't just another feel-good Black TV show, like The Jeffersons, The Cosby Show, Sanford and Son, Good Times, Family Matters, The Proud Family. It has its own identity, and it stands on its own. And there are very few shows that can do that. Even though the Boondocks may not be my favorite show per se, it is near and dear to me, and I think it always will be. A few months ago, I had no idea what this show was about. A few months later, I am completely changed. Thank you, Mr. Magruder, for bringing us your masterpiece, The Boondocks. Just kidding, pervert.
Hello, how do you do? We're so glad you joined our crew. Welcome to our lovely compound, where it all goes down. Hot oil, bananas and cream, white unicorns and wet dreams, rainbow and lace. Oh, it makes me want to stream. Anything is possible with Jesus on our team. It's all right to come dressed for Christ. Jesus gave me a vision to make plays and dress like women, to wear corsets and real fine linen, big bras with a lot of packing.
Nigga, you gay.